See the thumbnail, so let's get into it. So everybody should know by now, Rasta Queen was in rare form. I call her the cussing pastor, and that's exactly what she did. She cussed somebody smooth out about her child being Peach McIntyre. Y'all know we have been up and down this roller coaster. It's like a weekly thing that she has to make this announcement about people coming over there to her channel talking about her child. She has to let us know that she's not going to get out here and tell her child's business. She's not going to get out here and drag her child. And that's understandable, right? As a mother myself, I'm going to stand on business and not play about my children. However, never no time will they be able to disrespect me and I not check them and I not hold them accountable. And that's what I see with this family. She lets Peach know that this is okay. She sent her their fake cease and desist. She didn't go through with it because if she did, Peach would have stopped dragging her and telling all of her business. But my thing is, you demand all this respect from people out at Walmart, at restaurants, at work. She's always got an issue. Let's be clear, both of them are problematic. And we also have to understand, too, that Peach is definitely a product of her environment. Now, am I saying that at 36 years old, this is a justification for her to get out here and be disrespectful? Absolutely not. But what I am saying is that certain things that were not instilled in you as a child, how will you have them when you become an adult? Make it make sense. You can't make it make sense. If you were never taught to love, if you were not loved, if you were not nurtured, all of the things that we expect from our parents, if you were lacking that as a child, if you were being mistreated, verbally abused, whatever the case may be, how should we expect so much from Peach McIntyre? Now, my thing is, she has the ability to fix her situation, but she chooses not to because it is indeed a storyline. Now, I will say this. I don't believe that she's lying about everything. I think some stories may be exaggerated, but I have never witnessed in my lifetime someone have this kind of hatred and disdain for their mother. So for that definitely indicates to me, in my opinion, that something happened. Whether it was verbal abuse, childhood trauma, that's to be determined by a psychologist, a psychiatrist, somebody that's a mental health expert. But what I'm saying is I have common sense and I can tell that nobody would be this upset and crying like this. Now, granted, she's definitely a great actor, but when she cries and talks about certain things when it comes to her childhood, I don't believe that that's fake. I don't believe that she's putting on. And that's my opinion. I'm entitled to it. And that's one thing that I noticed, especially about this Peach McIntyre sector. People don't want to allow others to have their own opinion. You have yours, I have mine. Go make you a channel and talk about it the way that you see it. Let me talk about it the way that I see it. But anyway, I'm going to let y'all hear what Rasta Queen had to say on yesterday morning, child. But my thing is, she has all the smoke for the reactors all the time, but she seems to be committed to not getting out here apologizing for a lie. Like I said, one thing is for certain, somebody is lying. The question is who? But at the end of the day, Peach is old enough, like I said, to get help to start a healing journey. And I think that would be a great storyline for her. But for some reason, she wants to stay stuck in the past. Like I said, we know that it's a storyline for her. Her content is drying up over there. She's talking about everything under the sun, how she buys her oldest son personal hygiene items and all of the things that most parents do. So I didn't really understand that content. So yeah, now all of a sudden she wants to teach the kids how to read. Back on the subject at hand, let me let y'all hear what Rasta Queen had to say, honey. She is just all over the place. One minute I'm not going to apologize for a lie. I'm not going to beg anybody to talk to me or come around me. And the next minute, ain't nobody going to mess with my child, honey.
People say, well, what about your child? What happened to your child? What people got to understand, when a child get grown, a child do the things they want to do on their own. There's nothing you can do because they're grown. What they do is they grown. And then some people come on here. I know a lot of people don't like my child. I know that. But some people come over here and they say that, or y'all think y'all gonna make me upset when y'all say something about my child. So let me tell y'all about a real mother. A real mother And a lot of people want me to get out there and act a fool and show out on my daughter, call my daughter all kinds of names because how she disrespected me, how she talked bad about me. So let me go ahead and tell y'all about this mother here. One thing about it, I'm going to be there for all 3 of my kids when they need me. I'm going to be there for them because I love my kids. I love all 3 of my kids. But my kids can tell you they know not to try their mama. They know not to try their mama because they know they'll tell you they got a crazy mama. And I'm not that mama that gonna stand there and let my child just cuss me out all in my face, call me all, try to put their hands on me. No, because I think I blank out and I lose it, okay? I lose it and I have to remember where I grew up at. And I have to remember I carried that child for 9 months. So when y'all come at me and y'all say, what about your daughter and stuff? Let me tell y'all, son, just know she love her child. She love her daughter. And she gonna bike her daughter up no matter what. No matter what, she gonna be there for her. Her daughter call her right now. She gonna run. She ain't gonna think about nothing what her daughter did to her. She's gonna run to be there because that's still my child and I still love my child. So don't come to my, what about your child this, your child that. Don't come on my channel talking bad about my child because that's still my child. And I would never ever, I don't care how much she tear me down to the world. I would never tear my baby down because that's still my baby. And I still love my baby no matter what. And I don't care how the world might feel about my child, what the world might say bad about my child, but ain't nobody gonna fuck with my child because that's my child.
And that's exactly why Peach gets out here and cuts up like she does, because Tracy has allowed her to do so. So that also indicates to me that some of the things that Peach McIntyre is saying could be true, because why would she have so much smoke for everybody else but not hold her accountable? But like I said, we've been here before. This is a weekly thing for Rasta Queen. And I just feel like at this point, this whole storyline is tired and through. People are over it. Everybody has a story, some worse than others. And it's time for both of them to consider going to counseling. It's truly that simple. Now, let's get on to Peach. So she is over there wanting to teach the kids how to read. They can't say A-E-I-O-U, any of that. She is literally failing those kids. And you guys remember when CPS showed up at the house, they asked her about the things that she needed. That was a perfect time, if she didn't want to use her money, that she could have gotten services for those children. They could have received tutoring during the summertime, speech therapy, everything that they needed, got assessments and all of the things. I'm still trying to figure out what was she teaching them while she was homeschooling them back in Ruskin. It doesn't sound like she was teaching them anything. But anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think about it down in the comments, honey. This is truly, truly an embarrassment. And she wants to get out here and play victim and double down on it and act like people are picking with her when she didn't have to get out here and let the world know that she was out here teaching adults how to goal set, how to get their mind in the game, how to come up out here on these social media streets. But she has children over there in the McIntyre Manor that cannot read. But anyway, I'll call y'all back later. Bye, y'all.